stop. But I couldn't. I just couldn't. I was working so hard, so extra hard to make a good life, but I was missing the one I had. I missed 2 years of my life. And once I realized what was going on in my life, I decided that my life needed to take a pause. The small pause I took allowed me to see how bad I've hurt myself. I also realized why I was so addicted to living like this. I'm sorry, what? I'm a genius? I know. My American dream. Of course, the American dream has changed. It's no longer centered around being a white man with a successful job and with a family that lives in the suburbs. It has changed because of the amount of different people that have made it their own. For an example, my parents' American dream is to have a successful business that helps them pay for their children's college and that helps them pay for their necessities. My American dream is being able to become a pediatrician that travels the world, giving medicine to those who are not as lucky as we are. But I am not the only one with that dream. Our lives here are a constant competition. We compete with each other every day because maybe you have a dream, but 100 people also had the same dream. So now you're all just trying to get there first. If you take your time, another will come, and the doors that were once open to you are no longer. Our lives are in constant speed because we're all trying to make our dreams come true, but so is everyone else. So we're all just trying to get there first. Sadly, trying to get there first is making us miss the journey. I realized that I was missing my journey, and all the things that I was supposed to learn, I didn't learn them. With time, I saw that I wasn't the only one struggling. This phenomenon seems to affect all ages. I saw my mom struggle every day with this same problem. She didn't seem to have time. We moved here because of her business, and back in Puerto Rico, she seemed to have time for everything. But here, time seemed to go faster, and she never seemed able to catch up with it. She was no longer present at my recitals, my awards, our family gatherings, church. We wouldn't converse like we used to. And when she was able to be there, she didn't seem to enjoy it. With time, she also realized that she was missing her life and mine. She was working hard to make a good life for me, but she was missing seeing me actually live that life. She noticed there was no point in working hard for your family when in the end, you're just gonna lose them. So, she cut back on her hours, and she decided to be present every time she could. I also realized that my mom and I weren't the only ones struggling, but we struggle as a country too. Our lives are in such speed that we don't even notice our own problems, and even if we did, we wouldn't have time to actually solve them. As we all know, all good equations have an answer. My problem was the pace that my life was going at. So my answer was slowing down. I personally think that slowing down your life can be managed in different ways. You can take things off your plate, or you can cut hours at work, whatever works for you. But the way I decided to slow down was by doing things for me. Meaning, I did things that I actually liked, things that I was passionate for, things that weren't for a college application, but things that made me happy. I didn't swim for a college application. I didn't become president of my class for a college application, but because I really wanted to do something and because I really wanted to make a change. And I am. I am joyful and I am grateful for my life. I no longer intend on missing my life. I already missed too much of it. And that may be the answer for you, or it may not. But if it is, you should do it. Do what makes you happy. Because even if you're doing a lot of it, it would feel as if you're doing nothing. And I'm not saying that because Mark Anthony said it, but because I've seen it. There are people out there who do what they love, and they are truly, truly happy. I want to be happy. So I joined them, and I decided to be happy too. If I'm being honest, this lifestyle is not such a bad thing. Of course, this speech may sound like an admonition to this type of lifestyle, but it's not. I'm not here to tell you how to live your life, but the complete opposite. This is to get you thinking. It's more of an advice because, well, look at me, I am older than the most of you, and that makes me really wise. So you should listen to my advice. I'm not telling you to stop your life, take everything easy and relax. I'm just telling you that you should always take a pause from your busy lives and go home. Spend time with your families, look around, and take a time to realize what's going on around you and those around you. Because, well, a little party never hurt nobody. And taking the time to focus on what's happening around you will make a big difference. Also, try to enjoy the small moments in life and enjoy them to the best that you can. I never knew that a car ride could be so much fun, and it is. It's super fun. Don't stop your life, but live your life to the point where you're able to sit down as an elder man or woman and tell crazy stories of how you got to where you are. To close, I was told that closing my speech with a famous quote would be a marvelous way of finishing. So here it goes. I once said, remember to live your life while you're building life. Thank you.